for its rich culture and natural beauty. It's a traditional and friendly place where many Brits choose to retire. Home to 140,000 people, in the summer months it's a hotbed for tourists. Flock to the so-called Dinosaur Island, where so many fossils and prehistoric bones have been found, the remnants of the rock's Jurassic past. Nowadays, the landmass is much less ferocious, the only real danger being a feisty red squirrel or a rogue seagull pinching your fish and chips as you walk along the seaside. Or so you'd hope. This was Damien Nettles. Born in Singapore on June 21st, 1980, he and his 3 siblings spent much of their early life bouncing between countries with their English mother, Valerie, and their American father, before finally settling down on the Isle of Wight in 1990. In many ways, Damien was your typical mid-90s teen, one who loved Doc Martens and rocking out to Nirvana, Blur, and the Beatles, one who enjoyed staying up late and socializing, one who hoped to study marine biology in the future, and one who, in all likelihood, fell victim to a small island shady under the sea. This is the unsolved mystery of Damien Nettles. Are you sick of feeling like your personal information is being bought and sold like a commodity? I sure am. A quick Google search of my name came up with loads of my personal data. My full name, email, home address. Turns out data brokers were selling my information to scammers, spammers, and anyone who wanted it. Well, that was a few months ago. Since then, I've been using today's sponsor, Aura, the all-in-one app that protects my privacy. Aura identifies which brokers have your information and automatically sends opt-out requests on your behalf. Cleaning up your data not only cuts down on spam, but it also shields you from hackers who could use it to access your social media accounts, bank accounts, or other sensitive information. Did you hear about the AT&T breach? Over 73 million customer records, both current and former, were exposed on the dark web. Thankfully, I don't have to worry about such things, because I know Aura is always active, working hard to keep me safe. And the best part? I don't need multiple apps just because a company failed to protect my data. I value my privacy, and I value yours. As such, you can go to aura.com/lazy to start your 2-week free trial today. That's aura.com/lazy. Also in the description. It was the 2nd of November, 1996. A cold and dreary day on the Isle of Wight. That evening, the then 16-year-old Damien Nettles slipped on his favourite outfit, a pair of blue jeans, a black sweater, and his signature Doc Martens, and caught a ride with his father Ed to East Cowes, eager to meet up with his best friend, Chris Boone. As he stepped out the vehicle, Ed told his son to be home no later than midnight. Always polite, Damien thanked his dad for the lift, agreed to the curfew with his trademark grin, and set off towards Chris's house. That was the last time Ed ever saw his son. Unbeknownst to either of their parents, Damien and Chris were secretly planning to get drunk together. Now, I don't know about other parts of the world, but in the UK and most of Europe, that's pretty typical for people their age. Damien and Chris's night began at 7:30 p.m. when they attended a house party hosted by a mutual friend. Well, this party turned out to be more of a gathering, and so, preferring to spend their night elsewhere, Damien and Chris left at 9:30 and went to a local off-license to buy some booze. The legal drinking age in the UK is 18, but Damien was tall, 6'4" to be exact, and could definitely pass for older than his years. And as such, the pair fancied their chances of not being ID'd. Luck smiled upon them, and they left the store with 2 bottles of Special Red, a strong and cheap cider. From there, the two caught the ferry from East to West Cowes, and witnesses aboard described the 2 youngsters as chatty but not drunk. After arriving on Cowes High Street, the 2 young men hopped from pub to pub, hoping Damien's height would work in their favour once again. Yet, despite their best efforts, they were refused entry to all of them. Though they couldn't rely on Damien's height to get them into any venues, the one thing you can always rely on is the British weather going from bad to worse. Without warning, it began hammering it down with rain, and rather than popping outside bars like a pair of drowned rats, Damien and Chris mutually decided to call it a night. They walked together towards Northwood Park, and when they reached the steps, the boys parted ways. That was at 10:30 p.m. But though Chris's night was over, Damien's wasn't. He initially set off in the direction of his house, but at some point, He turned around and returned to the high street, bouncing from pub to pub once again. Without the much younger looking Chris by his side, Damien found it far easier to get inside with his ID. Several locals who knew Damien confirmed seeing him inside various pubs during that night. One witness even recalled seeing a confused young man matching Damien's description in the Harbour Lights pub car park, attempting to open the door of a blue Ford Fiesta at around 11:15. Damien's hunger eventually got the better of him, and like many young Brits after a night out, he went to fill up on some greasy food. And when in counts, where better than Yorkie's fish and chips? The CCTV footage, captured from inside Yorkie's, shows Damien entering the busy high street eatery at 11:34 PM. The gentle giant can be seen chatting with other patrons before placing his Damien was known for being social, larger than life, and for chatting with strangers. But judging from the footage, it looks to me as if his chattiness might have stemmed from the side he'd been drinking, or perhaps even from stronger symptoms.
I'm coming to grind your soul to dust.
I'm just small fry, man. Throw me.
Skin the rabbit! Skin the rabbit!
In the mind of the man who served Damien that fateful night, alcohol alone doesn't make you act like that.
It's
Damien
him!
left the shop at 11:39 PM. Shortly thereafter, he tried to board a bus and asked the driver to take him to Cows. The driver told him that he was already in Cows. In response, Damien tried to take the driver's picture with the camera he was carrying, politely thanked the driver for the ride, and then stumbled back off the vehicle. A witness in a station resort later noticed a young man at the same bus stop, when he matched Damien's description. This young man approached the witness's car, got him to roll down the road, and then nervously whispered, "They're watching us." He repeated this phrase before disappearing down the high street. The last reported sighting of Damien was at 12:06 AM as he made his way along Sun Hill in the direction of his home. The street